Okay guys, this video is video number 2 in the series, my image upload example, and in this video I'm going to show you how to write Swift code that allows you to to help users select their photo from photo library and then send it to a server-side script. Okay, because this video is because the code is quite lengthy, I actually decided to make this video a little bit different than any of my other videos, and I have prepared the code and I've tested the code, and in this video I'm just going to show you it. So please feel free to pause anytime you need and type a code into from the screen to your project, or I will also publish this view controller, the whole thing, the entire code as a blog post on my Swift developer blog, and you can get it from there. But how it works you can watch on this video. Okay, so first of all, to help user select a photo on their mobile device, we need to implement a couple of delegates. One of them is UI image picker controller delegate, and this delegate will allow us to present user with image picker and select their image. Another delegate which is important is navigation controller delegate, UI navigation control delegate. We're not going to implement any of the functions from there, but we do need it. Okay, so so make sure you have this to UI image picker controller delegate and UI navigation controller delegate. Okay, now let's connect our buttons, and the first function that I'm going to talk about is the function that helps us to upload, to call the image upload function. Okay, so this is actually upload this one, the blue button, image upload image button. So I will connect it to my existing code. I will hold control button, click, drag and drop to this, and I will connect it to my upload button tab. Okay, the second button that I want to connect is called select photo button, which is the orange one. I have it here on my screen, and I'll connect it just the same way, control, drag and drop here. So now my second function is connected. And what's going on here is this. When a user taps on this orange button, select photo button is tapped, and then we need to instantiate a UI picker controller. Very important that we need to set delegate to self, and then we need to set source type of this image picker controller to UI image picker controller source type photo library. There is another one which is camera, and user can take picture with their camera, but for this example we are letting them to select photo, which can be, for example, their user profile photo. And the last line, we need to actually present this picker controller to users so that they can select their photo. Animated true, I like it when animated, and there is no code we need to run on completion, so I set it to nil. We can already run it, but I will run it only after I explain the next function. Okay, the next function is called image picker controller did finish picking media with info, and this is a delegate function which will be called as soon as user selects their photo, and this function comes from this delegate. So if I click on it, it will show me functions that I need to override in order to implement it, and one of them is image picker controller did finish picking media within phone. So what I did, I just copied this function and wrote implementation code, and did finish. Okay, and what's happening here? When this function is called, I'm grabbing the image picker controller original image. I'm picking the image that user selected. I'm casting it to a UI image, and I'm setting it to my image view. Well, my image view is not connected yet, so let me create an outlet for this UI image view. So I click connect, drag, and drop it here. And this is an outlet for my UI image view connected. Very good. So now we should not have this error. Yes, it's gone. So now I can actually run it and see how it works. Let me Okay, so my application started. I see the two buttons. When I click select photo button, I have my image picker controller started, and I see a photo library. I select one of these images, and it sets to my image view. I tap on it again, select different image, and we have it here. So this one is working. Very good. So we can continue with our example. I'll stop it. This one is not needed. This one is not needed. Okay, and the next one is very important. Is the biggest, actually the biggest script in this example. And this is the one that sends image data to server side. Let me remove some of the things to make it compile. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this function, my image upload request. And this function is triggered when user taps on this blue button, upload image. When user taps on this blue button, upload button tap function gets called, and there we will trigger my image upload request function, which will start uploading our photo. Okay, and here what this script does. Well, first of all, you need to have server-side script prepared and ready. I do have it, and it's published on my blog, on my server Swift developer blog. But you will need to write your own, of course. And this script is accepting listening to HTTP post request. So I'm sending this data by post, and together with an image, I will be sending some parameters that are usually needed. First name and last name are nice to have. I don't really need to send it here. What's most important is that we send user ID, and you do need user ID so that you know what to do with this image. Because this image belongs to this user. So I hard code that user ID is 9 is uploading this image, so I know where to store it. Now, boundary, the code that generates unique boundary string, I took it into a separate function, generate boundary string, and if you click on it, it goes down below here, and here it's a very little code, but basically it just generates the unique string. Okay, so this one is very simple. Then I need to set a multi-part form data and boundary to my request, and this is very important. If you miss this line, your code will not work. So a multi-part form data is very important to be set. Next, I'm getting the image data. I'm actually accessing this my image view, this image view that we have created, and that image view has image set to it, and I'm getting JPEG representation of this image. I'm getting the highest quality from it, and storing it into this data holder constant. And if it's null, if there is nothing, I don't need to upload anything. I simply return from this function. Next, very important piece of code is create body with parameters. I have created a separate function to implement this code, and what this function accepts is accept parameters. These parameters that I'm going to need there. It accepts the file path key, and this is also very important. Make sure you call it. You can call it anything. I called it file. You're going to need this key when referring to image on the server side. So don't ignore this one. And then it takes the image data, image that we read from the image view, and it accepts our boundary. Okay, and then I will click on this function and go to its implementation. And here I'm taking these parameters and I'm appending them to a body which is immutable data, and I'm giving my file name a name. I could have read file name from the file user is picking, but I like it to be hard-coded because I know what I'm doing. I'm using for this example, I'm assuming that I'm uploading user profile. So user profile JPEG, and I will store it in a folder, and I might use user ID then to reference to that image. So the image type is JPEG. JPEG because I'm actually getting JPEG image representation here. It's JPEG. So I'm setting my MIME type as image JPEG. I'm appending boundary and content disposition, and content type. So basically these are the needed pieces of information for HTTP request to be valid. And you see I'm referring to boundary many times, and that's why I have created it as a separate function. There is another little separate function that I have, and it's not actually a function but extension, is this mutable data. So if you click on it, below below I've created an extension for this mutable data, and basically it's append string. I need data to be appended as an SUTF-8 string encoding. So I wrote this little piece of code to help me with that. But again, you can pause this video, you can type in this code in your project, and it should work. Or to save time, you can go to my blog post and copy it from there, the entire function. But make sure you pay attention to this. For example, file name that I hard code, it's going to be called user profile JPEG when the image is uploaded on your server. And make sure you remember this file, because this is how I'm going to reference to the file when reading it from HTTP request. And make sure this URL is correct. It should be pointing to your script, and these parameters, it's up to you what you're going to be passing with this HTTP request. I hard-coded a few to show you that you can send additional parameters together with your image to a server-side script. And this is it for video number 2. I'm going to quickly test it and see if it works. And in my video number 3, I'm going to show you how to write server-side code to accept this HTTP request, to read image and these parameters, and to store them into a file system. So let's run this example. Okay, my application started. I click here to select an image. I select an image, and then I tap on Upload Image button. Okay, something happened, and I see there are errors, and it could not be completed, and most probably yes, because I'm not connected to the internet. I'm sitting at the back on the back seat of my car and recording this message. So let me connect to the internet and do it again. Okay, so I connected to an internet, and I will select photo again. Photo is set. Tap on Upload Image button, and image is uploading. I get a response back from server here, and it says response data message, file user profile has been uploaded, status is okay, user ID is 9, and I will explain you what this is. And here actually in my upload image request, after composing parameters, generating boundary string, getting image, and creating HTTP body, this is the code actually that sends data to the server, and it's an asynchronous code. It will take this it's a request that sends data to the server, and when response is received, I'm outputting the whole thing for testing purposes, just to see what came back. And here the all headers, content encoding, content length, content type, everything I'm outputting here to see what's coming back. And I also get the response string, and I'm converting it here because my response string is JSON, and I'm converting it into a JSON object, and later here below I'm parsing it. The code is working, I just don't need it for this example, but this line response data is response data, this line. It's outputting my JSON response. It's a raw JSON response. It's a string value. It's not an object yet. I'm simply outputting it here. Where I'm making it an object is here. I will take this JSON script, JSON code. I will convert it, and then I can get any keys that I need. But basically, I don't know if you need this. Anyways, what I've noticed is that when the image was uploading, my activity indicator wasn't circling. And it wasn't circling because I did not refer to it, and I did not start it animating. When do I want to start it animating? Just before my HTTP request started executing, right here. So I get, when user taps on blue button, my image upload request function is triggered, and just before executing request, I want to refer to my activity indicator and start it animating. It gives me an error because my activity indicator is not connected yet. I don't have an outlet for it, so I'll scroll up and I will create an outlet for it. I'll control, drag, and drop my activity indicator, connect. So I have an outlet now, and if I scroll down to it, should not give me an error anymore. So just before sending a request, I start animating my activity indicator. It should work. And also when now when response is back, when I get a response, I need to stop my activity indicator from animating. So I say my activity indicator stop animating. And please notice that it is in dispatch as sync, and I need to refer to my main queue because this code is kind of, you know, asynchronous in a separate thread. So if I want to update my UI, I need to have it. I need to dispatch a separate activity, a kind of thread, and refer to my main queue to stop it animating. So let me run this example again and see if my activity indicator is animating. Okay, so I select photo, photo is set, and then I click on upload image, and I see my activity indicator started animating. Okay, so the response came back. I get my message from the server that the user profile image is uploaded, and my activity indicator just stopped circling. I can choose a different image and try it again. So it started circling, and it stopped, and I get my, let me actually clear it and select an image and start uploading. Good. Another visual confirmation that the image is uploaded you can have is remove. Once the image is uploaded, you can remove this image from the image view. Again, if it's user profile image, then maybe you don't need it, but you can also do that just as a visual confirmation that the image is uploaded. So what I do is I access my image view image, and I set it to nil, and it will disappear. Select photo, image, image view, start uploading, and as soon as it's uploaded, it will disappear. This is it for video number 2. I hope it was helpful. If you guys have questions, I realize that this code is a little bit lengthy, and there are lots of details, and if you copied this code from my blog post and you tried running it and it's not running for some reason, leave me a message as a comment. I will try to help you out. Okay, and please guys, do not forget that for this example to work, you need one more piece of information, which is your server-side script. And in video number 3, I'm going to show you how to write this server-side PHP script that accepts HTTP post requests, read parameters that you passed on, and read the image and stores it to your file system.